Hi everyone, welcome to my video. So today's video, this is gonna be my story time. So this story is gonna be my first job, or otherwise my first proper job. So yeah, if you're new to this channel, hi, this is Harley, but my real name is Charlotte. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, make sure you put notifications. So in today's video, this is gonna be my story time of my first job. So yeah, my first job story. So yeah, this video, it goes to younger viewers. I mean, like ones who are about 16 up to 30. You know, not those sort of younger viewers. But it is important that like you are not alone. Like in this sort of situation, you are not alone. So yeah, this is my story time of my personal experience in my first job. So in my first job, I loved the role. I actually loved the role I did. Like it was working in a nursery. So if you're from the US or Canada, nursery means kindergarten. Like you guys out there, you guys call it kindergarten, or I think it's I don't know. Like, honestly, I don't really know. I think it's K something. I don't know, but I know you guys out there call it kindergarten out there. But in the UK, we call it nursery for kids from babies up till 4 years old before they start school. It's 4, but like nurseries, like obviously they have private nurseries, so it means that like private nurseries means that basically it's for kids. Basically, it's for like kids going in those sort of nurseries, but like with parents, yeah, because like as soon as parents go back to work, yeah, obviously it's money for parents who obviously go back to work after. Well, obviously mothers, after they had a maternity leave, that they just want to go back to work so they can earn money, and then they'll rather put the kids into private nursery, so like they can spend either whole day in a nursery, like from early in the morning till say 7 or 8 o'clock at night time, or like they even have different sessions. So they have morning sessions, that's from 7 till lunchtime, 7 in the morning till lunchtime, and then the afternoon session is from lunchtime till evening, like say 6 or 7, and the full day one is like whole day. So yeah, so that's a private nurseries, but obviously private nurseries are expensive, like because I've heard that preschools are a lot cheaper than to like private nurseries, because like private nurseries you get paid because you pay a lot of money for your child. So obviously I've enjoyed working with the kids, but obviously it's the adults that I was having problems with. So this is how the story started. So this is gonna be long. Obviously it probably be a long video for you guys of me sharing experience to you guys. So this is a bit of awareness of like, well, you should be aware of like the staff, you know, because obviously like I know staff can be quite horrible, and especially women. You know, women can be bitchy. Like some women can be quite bitchy and rude and a bit stuck up. Yeah, but it goes to anywhere. Like any job environment you go to, it happens anywhere. So yeah, so I've got coffee. So I've got coconut latte with me. So yeah, so let's begin my story. So I'm gonna start from the beginning, and then you wait till the end. You wait till the end, because it's, you know, just wait till the end. So before I got this job, I was jobless for 6 months. So basically, I was on a traineeship when I was 18 years old. So I was on a traineeship for about 60 days. No. From July till, from beginning of July till end of September. So I was in that traineeship for about 2 months. Yeah, about 2-3 months I was there. So like I thought that I was gonna get a job and stuff. Obviously, they didn't help me. They didn't help me to get a job. So I had that traineeship up in the airport. I did. So yeah, like the people there were horrible. The people there. So that's another story time. That is. So I was jobless for 6 months. So I was hoping to get a job before my 19th birthday, before Christmas, because like my birthday is on the last. It is on the final day of is on the last day of November. So I was hoping I need to get a job before then. I need to get a job. Like before, because obviously Christmas was coming. So I just had money from my parents and my nan just had. But I was like, I can't be like this for a long while and stuff. So yeah, and then I went through job trials as well. I went to a job trial up in Queens, but the trial in Queens was horrible because the girl there, she was a manager. Obviously, like she was young. She was the and the manager there. She must have been about in her late 20s, or I don't know. But she was horrible. She was like, obviously she was being fake around me. She was obviously. I don't like fake people. I absolutely do not like fake people. And like when I started, this other girl, she was about my age. She was like like that. That's rude. Like you should never ever take a mickey. Obviously, making fun of someone who actually stutters. So yeah, so people there weren't that friendly. The ones in Creams, but I rather go other Creams. The one I usually go to when I was in college, but that Creams was amazing. Like the staff were nice, but the Creams in my local area, they were nice, but the Creams 10 minutes down my road, about 10 or 15 minutes down my road, it's not local. It's just about 10 or 15 minutes away. They were horrible. They were. So like I was trying my hardest to apply jobs. I was hoping to work in a travel industry because that's my passion. Because I would like to work in a travel industry. So yeah, because the reason why I went to a traineeship is because I found, because around April time I found out that you need to have a GCSE to go up to level 3, but I didn't have a GCSE. I was in a special needs school I was before, so they did not do GCSEs, and then that's how I got really upset, and then that's what it makes me to drop out of college, because that's their fault. That's the traineeships is for made me to drop out of college, because like yeah, but obviously that's another story time. So yeah, then I applied that job, the nursery job. It was around beginning of March. It was applied that job. It was around. I think it was around the 3rd week. I think it was the 3rd week in March. I think it was. I've got a text from the manager saying like, would you like to come to the interview? I say yeah. I say yes please. And then what time, blah blah. And then went to interview. So like I didn't drive at this point, so I did not drive. So like before this interview, I had a call from up in the airport. So had a chat and stuff, and then when he asked me, do you have a vehicle? I said no, because obviously I wasn't driving at this point. So obviously I didn't have a car at the time, because I was doing my driving lessons at the time. And then he said to me, as soon as you pass your test, just give me a call. Which it was lovely for him. It was like he was good, that guy. Yeah. So anyway, back to and then so I had to get on the train from where I lived to Basildon, and then I had to get on the bus from Basildon to this town. Obviously, I'm not going to mention the name. I'm not going to mention the town's name, because all I done just got on a train from Basildon and then just got on a bus to this town. I'm not going to mention the town's name. I'm not. So yeah, just walk up. Yeah, just walk, because obviously I use my phone. It's like my sat nav walking. So just use my phone just to follow the directions to that nursery, and then I found it. And then as I rang the bell, because obviously that nursery was in the bungalow, and then as I rang the bell, there was this lady. She was a dwarf. She was dwarf. Also she was Asian as well. And then she told me to go to the office, but I thought is that the assistant? I thought, but I wasn't too sure, because but I wasn't too sure really. I wasn't really too sure about this lady, because I don't know how nice she's gonna be, because I can tell, like what sort of person is she, because obviously, like, you know, people obviously, you know, I shouldn't thought like what she's gonna be like. So yeah, so just sat in the office waiting for the interview. I don't know who's it gonna be. And then this lady in the office, she was lovely. She was very lovely. Like, me and her just spoken, and then as the manager came, it was her. I shouldn't say midget. The dwarf lady was actually the manager of this company. So obviously she owned this childcare company, and then go through and stuff and talk about it. Yeah, and then she asked me about, do you have a learning disability? I said yeah, I've got autism spectrum, and then we just talk. And then she asked me to come for a trial, and then for a work trial. Then yeah, everything went well, so I agreed to do the trial. Obviously, so I just went for a trial. And then I think it was a couple of days, it was 2 days, I think it was 2 days later, it was on the 28th of March, went to this work trial, and then, as I arrived, she warned me, but that's when she gave me a warning that, like, there's no staff talking. She never put babies on and outs, blah blah blah. Honestly, like, why she didn't tell? Honestly, she should tell me this on the interview about the trial. But obviously, she should warn me about this, because obviously that's what I'm starting to get a bit scared. That's when, and then just played with the kids. I did got to know the kids' names and stuff, and then cleaned up, but it was good. And I said to her, I like it, because obviously I love the kids. I did, and then that's when she offered me. But she said to me that Olive, like, I'm offer you a job, but Olive as emergency staff and staff on holiday and sick staff. So yeah. So I just got a drink. Yeah, and then so it went well. And then I went on holiday / vacation for I think it was from Friday to Tuesday, because I went up to Potter's in Norfolk for a weekend, because that was around Easter break. That was obviously I was having a good time in up in Norfolk. I was having a good time with my family, and then as I got back, she asked me to come in for like tomorrow and stuff. And yeah, and then I came in, and then I had this on, because obviously she told me like I shouldn't wear this, just put a jacket on, which I did, because obviously I was working for about 4 hours. That's not enough. 4 hours is not long hours, so that's not enough hours. And then the second week, well, actually, no, third day, or I was the second week after I came back from my holiday or vacation, whatever. Yeah, I was on my break, and then she said to me that, Charlotte, you need to start learning how to tell the time. I was like, I do know how to tell. I was like, I do know how to tell time because like I do know how to tell time when I was 8 or 9 years old. I was like, how could she say stuff like that? And then she kept asking me about my medical form, like if it's okay with the doctor. But obviously, I didn't understand about this form thing. Yeah, and then she was getting way pissed off. But excuse me saying that, but obviously she was. And then like after that, everything went alright. Everything went well. And then that's when, but then she started to delay my payment. That's when, like, because obviously she left it for about a week after I was supposed to get paid. Because with national minimum wage, like, you've got under 16s, you've got under 18s, you've got under 21s, and you've got under 25. So, yeah, I was in a national minimum wage, I was, but obviously I'm still am now because like, I'm 21 going 22 and I'm still on it until I'm 25. So basically that this is for young workers, this is for. So like I was getting paid for about £5.90. So that's not a lot for a 19-year-old. So yeah, and yeah, so she did delay my payment up to a week. Like, it was, for first time it was about a week or 2 weeks, it was. Yeah, and then, and then everything went well, everything did, and then till May, I had a problem with that staff, this lady. Because, obviously, I was folding up the bed sheets here, because I was trying to fold up, like, nicely, and then, because I took so long, yeah, but obviously, like, if it needs to be neat, it needs to be neat, and then she snatched the bed sheet off me, and then she was like that, and then just look at me like, don't care, like, and then she slags me off to my manager saying like, oh, it took her 10 minutes to blah blah blah. I'm like, did take me 10 minutes, like, honestly, it must be 5 minutes, lady. Yeah, and then I was gonna cry. I was. Sorry. So I just keep drinking. So yeah. And then next month, it was June, I wasn't working around June, so she didn't ask me to come in around June, which my dad was not happy. He wasn't. And then on the 18th of June 2018, I passed my driving test for the first time, so that was wicked for me. Obviously, I didn't expect me pass my driving test for the first time. I didn't expect. And then I told her, and then when she asked me to come in, I was like, yeah, I'll come in. And then I said, I passed my driving test. And then she had a, oh, sorry guys, that was rude. Sorry, that was rude, guys. Sorry, that was rude. Sorry. Yeah, and she smirked, like, she didn't say like, well done. Like, the assistant manager, she said to me, well done. But obviously she was happy. But with my manager, she didn't say well done. She just like that. That's when things started. That's when it all started. Like, that's when she started to bully me and insulted me. So yeah, and then like after I picked my car up, when did I pick my car up? It was on a Friday, and then it was a week later. Yeah, it was a week later. This was the first time I drive to my work. This was, and then I said hello to the staff and stuff. And then, I said hello to this lady as she was changing the baby. But obviously this was 4 o'clock in the afternoon, this was. And then she asked me to get some nappies. And I said, yeah, sure. And then my manager just wanted to talk to me. And then she asked me, like, why did you went to see, let's give her name. I'm going to call this lady, one who's changing the baby's nappies / diapers. I'm going to call her, let's call her Stacey. Let's call her. So, like, she asked me, like, why did you went into Stacey's room? I said to her, because, like, she asked me to, because I said, I just want to say hello to her, because obviously I just arrived in, because obviously I just want to be polite. Honestly, I've been brought up with politeness. Like, when you enter a room, you should always say hello to that person. If they say hello to you, you say hello. And then she was like, so. And then she went like, oh, that is very, very rude, and you should never say sorry. And then I got really upset, and then as she asked me to clean, yeah, I was gonna break down into tears the way she spoke to me. So that's when it all started. Like, obviously, my manager didn't say hello to me or anything, because she just completely ignored me as I walked in. But obviously, she was rude. She was. But I feel like ever since I passed my driving test for the first time, I think that's when it all started. After I passed my driving test, that's just when it all started. I feel like I should give that manager a name. What should I call her? Let's call her. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think what to call her. I think I should call her. I'm trying to think what to call her. Let's call her Sahida. Yeah, let's call this lady Sahida. So Sahida, that's when Sahida starts to say horrible stuff to me, insult me. That is when. And then she asked me to come in from 7 till 8. Obviously, 1 hour working, that's no way. No way. Because obviously that's not enough. Because, like, girls around my age group from, like, young as 18 till in your 20s, they should be working. Like, young workers should actually be working, like, for, but I say 7 till 8 hours a day, or even longer. Yeah, but unless like, if you got college, like, if you're free after college, then, like, you can always come in if you got college after, if you got college and stuff. Yeah, and then so after that incident, next, it was a few days later. It was I was cleaning, but I was doing a lot more cleaning rather than looking after the kids. And then she asked. This was before I was going home, and then she wanted to have a talk to me. And then she asked me, like, what's the matter with you? I said obviously this was 28 degrees weather. That was. It was a really hot weather, it was. And I was boiling, I was, like, you know, what, 28 degrees weather, it's hot. It's so freaking hot. Like, in the UK, in June time, no, it wasn't June, it was in July. It was so freaking hot. So, yeah, she asked me, what's the matter with you? I said to her that, yeah, I said, no, nothing's the matter. And then she asked me, go see a doctor. I think you should go see a doctor. That's so rude. That is so rude. And she asked me, like, do you have any family problems? But obviously, I thought, no, didn't. And then she went, sign out and go. But I told my mum. I even told my mum when things started, and also that incident. then Mum said to me like she should never say it. Obviously that's horrible, but I told my dad about her, and then my dad said to me that lady should never ever talk to you like that. I'm like, that is absolutely disgusting. Yeah, and then days gone by, she asked me to work from 7 till 9, 7 till 8, and 7 till 1. Obviously, that's not long hours, not very long hours. And then I just kept throwing up. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna say this to you guys, but I threw up 6 to 8 times that time. Like when I was working, I threw up 6 to 8 times. I know, but I threw up 10 times that year, but I actually threw up 6 to 8 times. It's a lot because of my anxiety, because I was getting really anxious because of that woman bullied me. So another day I arrived early, but obviously she told me to be there by 7, which I did because I arrived dead on 7, and then she gave me a second chance. I was like, I'm gonna give you a second chance. I'm like, are you for real? And yeah, I was getting really upset. I was getting so upset. I kept throwing up. And she said to me that like, I get you do more of the cleaning. Yeah, so basically that's what she just said to me. She wants me to do all the cleaning rather than looking after the kids. I'm like that's out of order, like, because like my job role is to be a nursery assistant. So a nursery assistant is like learning kids with their English and math skills, supervise the kids' indoor and outdoor activities, prepare meal and snack times for the kids, and tidy up and feeding the babies. But listen, she wants me to do more cleaning, but obviously I wasn't the only victim. So I'm gonna tell you another girl, because also it was another girl as well. So I'm gonna tell you about her a bit later. So yeah, and then so that's when she started to insult me and harass me, because she texts me late at night. Like, she would call me and text me late at night. So like, she would call me about 10 o'clock at night, 10 or 11 o'clock at night. But this is gonna be insane. But guess what time she called me? She even called me 3 o'clock in the morning. That is unreal. That is so unreal for a manager to call me. That is so unreal. That is. I was like, why did she call me at 3 o'clock in the morning? Sorry. Yeah. She did that to that other girl as well. So anyway, anyway, I'm gonna talk about this girl now. So this girl, I'm gonna call her Phoebe in this video. Obviously she was 16. She was, so obviously she was the youngest. She was, and Sahida treated Phoebe absolutely appalling. Yeah, because she treated Phoebe and me absolutely appalling, because obviously, because we're young girls, like they should be doing cleaning, but obviously that's disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting, because honestly, me and Phoebe, we're not Cinderellas, we're not. And then I remember Sahida said to me that I don't trust Phoebe. I was like, I was thinking to my head, like, why do you don't trust her? But honestly, don't get me wrong, Phoebe is a lovely girl. She's absolutely a lovely girl. But obviously, like, you should never ever make any young workers to do cleaning for you. But obviously, like why can't she do the cleaning as well? Like, just don't rely on younger people to do the cleaning, because like I think I know why, because like a lot of these women working at their nursery place, a lot of them have got kids of their own. Like, a lot of them are married, a lot of them have got kids of their own. But as Sahida, she doesn't have any kids, but she's married, but also she's got stepkids and a step grandchild she's got. So yeah, so like, because basically those women, they've got more adult experience compared to me and Phoebe, because like, as me and Phoebe, we're young. Honestly, we're like young girls. We are like we're not used to into this adult world. But obviously, I personally not used to, because I was 19, but I'm 21 now. Like, I'm still not used to in this adult thing until about 25 or 30. So yeah, so I just gotta keep doing. Yeah, but also like Phoebe left before me. She did. So yeah, and then when I keep saying so, yeah, because obviously I can't help, I start out, and then she went like, so, snatch it off me. Yeah, snatch raisins, packet of raisins off me. But I was getting really upset, I was getting so upset. But she went like, quit this, quit that, quit this, quit that. She did that to Phoebe as well. She told us to quit everything. But obviously, like, normally at nursery places, yeah, you should be more patient. You should be more patient. But like, the way she treated me and Phoebe is absolutely disgusting. Like, she wants us to hurry up everything, but they don't do that to older ladies. They don't do that to older women. But yeah, but why is Sahida doing that to the older women? But why she's doing it to me and Phoebe? I just think, think it's disgusting, absolutely disgusting to treat young workers completely different compared to older workers. And then I went to Crete for 2 weeks, and then the third week, then in the third week, on the final week, when we were staying in Crete, I got really ill. I got really ill out there. And I got really ill. So I had a blocked up nose. I was really hot because the hotel where we stayed, because the hotel where we stayed, it didn't have air conditioning, which it was ridiculous. It was so ridiculous that the air conditioning. It was so ridiculous that they didn't have air conditioning. Because, like, not gonna lie, but like some hotels they don't have good air conditionings. So I was really ill. I was, and then Sahida messaged me on the day before I was flying home. But even though I did told her about I can't come in because I'm away. Obviously I'm still on holiday. I'm still and then next day, as we were as just before we boarded our flight, she texted me before we board. But obviously I still wasn't 100%. I still wasn't. And then the next day, I still wasn't well. And then she asked me like, would you be better by this afternoon? But I've got messages. I have. But obviously, hold on. Where is it? Yeah, I've got messages somewhere. So I just gotta find it. Yeah, I've got those messages. Sorry, this is a long video, guys. Sorry, hold on, 1 sec. Sorry, I'll probably have cleared it. I'll probably have cleared these messages, or like I've actually blocked her. I did. So she said to me, would you be better by this afternoon? I'm like, I was thinking to my head like, are you for real? Like, you asked me to be better by this afternoon, because honestly, I'm not coming into work with my illness by this afternoon, because like kids can easily catch illness that quickly. They can, especially like little babies, especially. And then my nan said to me, like, no, like, don't go into work, because honestly, like, what this lady's doing, she's trying to intimidate you. That's what she's doing. And then after my illness, she started to harass me. Like, she even keep calling me and texting me late at night, like even on the weekends, even like late as 11 o'clock. And then my mum said to me, like, George, just try to turn your phone off after 8 o'clock, or just switch on to flight mode, or just don't read the messages at all, because like on iPhones, obviously she's got an iPhone, Zahida's got because with iPhones, because if you read the messages, if you go onto the actual messages, they will know that you actually have read them. So so best one is just switch on flight mode, be better, or just turn it off. But so yeah. And then September, that's when the kids go back to school. That was when, and then obviously it got worse. It did. Obviously I kept throwing up. My mum was getting worried. She was getting really worried of me keep going to work. But mum said do you want me to go in there? I was like, no. And then right, this is when it gets worse. Right, one day, this was on a Sunday. So I was out with my dad. She texted me saying come in 7 till 8 without saying please, but she treats me absolutely horribly. Like, she don't say please or anything. So she went, come in 7 till 8, and then I said to her that I can't come in because I need to drop my sister off to school, because like my mum was working, and like my sister can't go into school because obviously like buses runs here, they run 2 buses a day, so obviously like buses were rubbish runs here, they were. And I said to her, I can't, because I have to take my sister into school. Like, would it be better if I come in later? But she didn't text back. And then, so I took my sister into school, I did. And then she tried to call me. She did try to call me, she did. And then my mum's ex-boyfriend came over later that day, and then I called her. Well, him and my mum asked me to call Zahida. And sorry, and called her once, no answer. But obviously, my mum's ex was really pissed off. He got so pissed off. But excuse my language again, but I mean, yes, I know. And second time, she said, I'm busy, and then hang up. And then later that day, it was at 7:30. This is when she called me, and then she started to raise her voice at me down the phone. She was screaming at me down the phone, and then she screamed at me down the phone, saying so I'm gonna pretend that I was on the phone to her. So I'm just gonna pretend. And then she was like, I'm not happy, blah blah blah, and I'm not happy, and because you didn't turn up for work. Because even though I actually told that woman that I can't come in because I need to drop my sister off to school, because my sister had to be in school by 8 o'clock, and then she was like, I'm not happy. And then my mum was there. My mum was about to snatch my phone off me just to have a word with that woman. And then mum went like, oh, little effer. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna swear. I'm not gonna use this F word. I'm not. Yeah, and then she's moving on from me. Didn't turn up for work that morning. Up to my personal business. She was like, oh, you just go out for a meal, blah blah blah, and I'm not happy. I was shaking. I was absolutely shaking. I was upset and shaking. Yeah, and then that phone call, and then she even blackmails me. She even blackmailed me. She did, but obviously I don't know if it's blackmail or threaten me. And then she said to me like, "Come in by 10 o'clock, or you not get paid." That's how serious that lady was. That's how freaking serious they. Oh, it's disgusting. Like, it was absolutely disgusting of how this lady talked to me. And then, so I was just. Then next day I arrived. I said to her, I'm actually gonna quit that job. I am. And then she gave me a second chance. Obviously, she asked me, just give another chance. And then I agreed. I gave another chance, but I had to explain to her that reason why I cannot go in because of my sister. And then she went all nice with me. Obviously, she went all nice. And then, sorry, this is a long video, but obviously this is my story of my first job. Because my first job was absolutely horrible. It was so horrible. My first job was. And she told me about her going back to her country, because obviously she was from Pakistan. She was, and she said to me that like my mum is ill, my sister was ill, and yeah, because like she'd be away for 2 weeks, and then I'm happy to work, and then week before, and then sorry, I just keep doing that. Sorry, because I'm sitting on the floor. I am, and then she texts me saying like, "Do not let me down," blah blah blah, and then like she even delayed my payment. That's what, you know, I do say that, but when she actually delayed my payment even worse. Like, she delayed my payment like 3 weeks later or a month later, and then I keep texting her, so like, can you transfer my money into my account, please? Because like, you was meant to pay me on the last day of a month, because like, employers should always pay employees on this deadline, but like, if you leave it too late, then that's bad management. That is absolute bad management. That is like I've got been told that she should go to court for that. Like, she could go to court for that. Like, if she did delay your payment up to a month, she would have gone to court. She would end up going to court for that. Yeah, and plus, like, she could lose her job. She could easily. So yeah, so like, she'll pay for older staff money, but obviously she won't pay me money, because I've heard stories that like older like employees pay young ones later, because like, they think that young ones like just live at home with their parents and stuff, but some of the young ones live on their own and have their own places. Some of them do. So yeah, she delayed my payment up to a month, and while she was away, I had to do a lot of cleaning. And the assistant manager, she was so lovely. Like, she asked me to just take your time and stuff. And then this little boy, obviously there was carpets, there was rugs all over. Honestly, I feel like rugs is so freaking dangerous. I didn't say the F word, but it was freaking dangerous. And this little boy, this was before I came in, and then he actually went into the edge of the bookcase and then cut his chin open, and then it was all bleeding, and then he ended up in hospitals. Yeah, ended up in hospital, and then his dad had to pick him up, and then it was all bloody down his chin. And then the staff had to put the rugs away because obviously it was unsafe because like it's health and safety it is. And then like they weren't happy about Sahida's rug laying around the floor, because obviously it is dangerous, especially like when there's kids playing around, especially. And then after she came back from Pakistan, she put the rugs back. I was like, is she seriously like? But I've got been told that like she just doing it just to get money. That's what she just doing it for. And one day we went out with the parents, but obviously she treated me absolute horrible that day. Like as I was giving the kids seasoned drinks, and then she snatched the drinks off me, and then just like that. She was just she was horrible. Honestly, that manager was. She was absolutely horrible. Oh, that story. Sorry. Yeah, and I'm trying to think what else. I just feel like I'm not missing anything out. Oh yeah, and I had a job interview up in the airport. This was with the job I was on freeload. Sorry, it's just a train. Sorry, it was a job I was on freeload at the moment. So I had 2 interviews that day, but one I got being offered. But before I went to these interviews, I told Sahida that like I've got an interview someday. But she asked me like what time, where it is, how long it's gonna take. Yeah, and then she even it takes an hour to get to that airport. I'm sure you will be back on time. Yeah, that's how manipulative that woman is. That's how manipulative she was. Yeah, and then sorry, that's a train. Sorry, just let you guys know it's raining out. It's raining outside in England, in Essex. Sorry, it's raining. Oh yeah, so I had 2 interviews that day. I got being offered, but I was so happy that I was being offered. So like, yeah. And then I asked her like about the notice. She said any time. And then I fill out the form in, and then I say to that door, I'm actually starting this job on the 17th of I put the 17th of November. And then after I come back, because I was away in Malta, and then I came back from Malta, she wanted to talk to me, but she called me while I was away on holiday. But obviously I just ignore her calls. I just emailed her easiest. But like she just wanted to talk to me. Sorry guys, I thought this was gonna die and just turned the lights on. So she wanted to have a word with me about my new job. And then after I came back from Malta, she wanted to have a talk to me and stuff. And then she said to me, she asked me like, how much will you get paid, how many hours and stuff. But I was like, why does she want to know? And then she went all lovey and dovey, and then she just wants to keep me, like just want me to work. And then on the last day, this was on my last day because this was 2 years ago today, she asked me to pick up the food inside the sink. Well, obviously it's disgusting, it is. And then that's when and then she said to me, I don't need you tomorrow. And then like that's it. And then like, take care and thank you for everything, blah blah. So yeah, I just left. I left that job. Thank goodness, yes. I'm free. Absolutely, I'm free. So yeah, so I ain't been at job since, and then I asked her to do my reference. This was after I started the job that was up in the airports, because when you work in the airport, yeah, like to get a full airside pass, you need to have your DBS, you need to have your reference, your IDs, like your passport, your license. They do your GSAT. If you don't know what it is, it's for like, basically it's like the exam. It is about your awareness when you work around the airport, like passengers filming this blah blah blah, a bomb blah blah blah. You know, like they will tell you about your awareness around in the airport, because it is important, because of just in case there's terrorists. And then I've asked Sahida about to do my reference. Yeah, she would say I will do your I will do your P45 if you help me, and I will pay you in cash. I was like, that is wrong, what she just said to me. And then she thinks that I was still working, but obviously I wasn't working. I just completely ignored her, and I've asked her to pay my wages. I've asked her. I keep asking her. I said, I don't work with you no more. Like, just pay me. Blah blah blah. And then last time she tried to reach out to me, it was last year in January. That was when she tried to reach out to me. And yeah, that's it. So yeah, so that's my story. So I just would like to I just would like to say thank you for you guys for listening to my video. I know this is a long video, because I know I was going to be expected to have this video to be long. Obviously, it's just a long story about my personal experience in my first job. But both my parents were going to go to see her and to sort stuff out, because obviously that lady was a bully. She was absolutely a bully. Like, she has asked me for my passport and my license a lot of times. She asked me, but also she even asked me for my benefits and my obviously my benefits. You know, my learning for my disability allowance. She asked. I was like, why did she ask? I was like, why do you want to know? Like, she even said to me, like, if you don't have your birth certificate and your benefits, you will not be working. That was while I was working. That was, yeah. What else? Yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, and also she asked me, what sort of house do you live in? Like what type of house? I was like, why does she want to know, like, what sort of house I live in? So yeah, I did a bit of research of that company that I used to work in, that nursery. I've heard that, like, if a parent don't pay the child sees them session, they will have to pay. Like, if they delay their payment, they will charge them £10. That's a bit of a rip off for her. So yeah. So I Cinderella. Me and Phoebe were Cinderella girls. We were. But I just would like to I just want to say to you guys that if you are a young worker, and if you have been bullied by a manager or any member of staff, please talk to someone who you really trust, and please contact Childline. If you're under 19, please contact with Childline or contact with Mix, the Mix, and I think Young Minds as well. I'm not quite too sure, but please do contact with these sort of support if you're 25 and under, because they can help you. They obviously will help you. They will. So yeah, obviously it is wrong. It is so wrong for an older adult to bully a young worker. It is so wrong, honestly, because they were young once. They were like what they were like when they were my age. So thank you for watching my video. This long story time. Make sure you give a good thumbs up, and I see you on my next video. Bye.